good card draw in the deck. And I think red provides the best removal in standard. This black card is just a catch-all that I'm playing, since I do have ability to sacrifice a lot of random artifacts and stuff, so it's a catch-all and it's cheap. And then if I don't have anything I want to sacrifice late in the game, it doesn't have to be sacrificed. But I think the instant speed, the potential that if you only need 2 damage, you don't need to necessarily sacrifice your equipment, your Barbed Battle Fist. Sometimes you actually still want to do that, again, playing around in the festivities. So if you're playing another red deck, you may want to preemptively sack the equipment to get it off the creature. So one issue is, if you only can move it around, you can't unequip this. So you have to be, because it does give -1 toughness, you have to be conscious of potentially opening yourself up to an end of festivities. That's another reason why Flame Breather is slightly better than Infiltrator. So this triggers the Flame Breather, where you have to sack it eventually to trigger the Infiltrator, but also it can be equipped up. Now, eventually the Infiltrator can be equipped up, but you have to grow it first. And then once it's grown, you're kind of... All right, round 1 against John Rook. So I don't know if it's Immaturino, but it constantly, even though we try to set the tournament settings to hide deck lists until the end of the tournament, it constantly reveals the deck lists. So he's playing, I don't know if it's ethical for me to use the information, but it's like literally right there when you accept the challenge. He's playing on a black monoblack deck, so I don't think I'm gonna have too much trouble. He's not even playing Okiba Reckonerings, I don't think. I didn't look too long at his deck. It's unfortunate that I had a mole. Now this I can play 3 cards. I think this is a reasonable keep. And then the bargain I don't think is where I'm going to want to be. Although the bargain later on can, but I'm only going to have red mana, so I'd rather keep all of my red spells just in case I draw another mountain. With my, whenever I get my second land drop. I have 21 lands in the deck, so hopefully I'll draw one soon. It'd be nice if, oh, he does have those, okay. So obviously I did not review the deck list that carefully. So I think I just need to draw into a land and I need to survive. Okay. This is a good card against him. I have 2 Barbed Battle Fist. I want to get rid of one of those rather than get rid of a playable spell. Even though I could eventually bring him back. Okay, well, in that case, then I think I start getting in with my Blast Runner. Just go get swamp, and I'll just be casting one spell per turn. So I think I'm now favored by drawing a land. So this turn I'll play my Blast Runner just so I can threaten a block on the Virus Beetle. Potentially take out a removal spell from his hand. And, oh yeah, he's playing Annoyance, that's right. Alright, I'm glad I didn't toss this because it's going to be useful, but I think this turn I Barb Batter Fist and I stay back and I threaten a double block. I'm just threatening. I don't think I would try to double block for fear that he would blow me out. Actually, it stinks. Actually, I think she should have taken this. But I guess I could have considered playing the Lightning Strike. So now he revealed that he doesn't have anything. Oh, yeah, he can't kill both of them, so that's fine with me. You can kill one. He's also stuck on lands too. Interesting. Okay. So I'm gonna get another red with this. I can play my Clay Revenant and then move the Bard Batter Fist to that so I can get in. Yeah. So I guess I can do that first. And I'll save my... So he keeps playing 4 main deck Duresses. That could be a reason to blow my Annihilating Glare right now. What I'd be sacking is my Bard Batter Fist, but I want to kill his Akiba Reckoner Raid. So actually his take of this is actually, of my Lightning Strike is pretty reasonable. So let's move this over here. Let's attack in. Actually, I probably didn't want to do this. Now, I didn't realize this one couldn't block. I forgot that it comes into play tapped. I should have seen that and reevaluated my plan. Because I think the longer the game goes, the card advantage from my red spells should be better for me than his deck. So I think, oh, that's good that he didn't attack in. All right, so I need to get rid of this Ecstatic Awakener. It's too much value. So I think I do that right now. I can't do it at instant speed to kind of trick him. Let's see. I'm just thinking about if I want to attack in with my 2/2 before I use it. I mean, he knows I have it, so I think I just go ahead and use it. So I want to sacrifice an artifact. Kill that. Sacrifice this artifact. I'm almost to the point where I can start recurring the Clay Revenant, but I can't do it this turn. The Bard Batter Fist is not just... It's not going to be a good card in the long term. Okay. Am I okay trading for a Virus Beetle? I still think I stick to my guns that the longer this game goes, the happier I'm going to be. So I think I slow this game down and I don't trade. It's potentially not even a trade, but I think I just value my creatures. For longer term. I'm out of cards right now, which is dangerous. Okay, this is good that I didn't sack the Clay Revenant last turn. I guess if I sacked the Clay Revenant, I would have been sacking the equipment this turn. So let's draw into some more gas. I want to kill the Awakener. It's unfortunate that he has mana up. Oof, that is unfortunate. 2 lands in a row. Alright, this is scarier. Primarily because this card is... but I have 2 red mana up, so I can kind of bluff him. He might not want it. So one interesting thing is you can get the opponent to commit to sacking a creature to the Awakener to grow it. Okay, he's just sacking that. Okay, I like that because that means that he can't freely sack to the Awakener this turn. I might actually block the Awakener. But I kind of don't want him to sack it. looks like he's already setting up to sack to the Virus Beetle anyways, that he wants to do that. So I don't think there's much benefit to me forcing him to sack to the Awakener this turn. That seems like that's what he wants to do this, yeah. So I definitely have outs to a 4/4. A lot of outs in my deck. It's unfortunate that he just drew a card from it. Alright, that's not one of the outs, although when I block and... oh, dang it. I'm not going to be able to block and Lightning Strike and play Clave Runner. So this is a little bit telegraphing my play. Let's see, do I want another swamp? I think because I'm bringing back this Clave Revenant probably every turn that I'm trying to chump block him, I think yeah, so the issue this turn is if I bring back the Clave Revenant, he's going to wonder why I didn't cast it. So I think I just need to block it and then pass the damage. I could have just killed the captain and gotten a consistent 2 damage. If there are 3 more creatures in your graveyard, put a +1/+1. So, oh gosh. Beginning of your upkeep. Okay, well, it resolves. Oh gosh, this is not going to be a good situation. Growing creature, kill the awoken demon. Yeah, I think I lost. I don't think I can keep up with this onslaught. But I think my way out of this is try to draw into something before his Skullflayer grows out of range of my removal. And so that did not happen. I'll hold the mountain just to bluff. So I think I lost that. I don't think I can come back from this. These skeletons returns tapped. Okay, and he removed my chump blocker. That would have, yeah. So now like all my sack spells aren't out and stuff like that. So this has gone back from reasonable to not. Okay, GG's. All right, game 2. So I think I want to bring in removal. He does have creature graveyard recursion, so I want all my magma spray effects. I forgot what it's called. Flame Blast Bolt. So he did have some 1/1s, but I don't think that's where I want to be. They recur. So he doesn't have big creatures, so I don't need big artifacts. He doesn't have creatures that get value when they come into play, so I don't think that. Round Reunion, I think, is consideration. I will see. And then I like the efficiency of just strangling his creatures. Okay, so Infiltrator is not going to grow out of range of his removal. And then this is just more expensive than my other cards. Even though he potentially can outgrow this, I think I go with this removal and then plan to kill his creatures before they outgrow mine. Is that true? Flame Breather. I think I still want more removal. Revenant's not as good, but I need to keep a little bit to be able to sack. So I'll keep one breather, so I have a little bit of. Actually, I think I'm just overdoing it on these. Yeah, he has this persistent skeletons, but I don't think I need. I think I'm over sideboarding for graveyard recursion. All right, So remove his creatures, keep the board clear, and then win with my card advantage spells. I think that's good. Well, yeah, I think it's a reasonable plan against his deck. Yeah, so the 4/4s are a big scary threat that I really need to be able to answer. Okay, this is more of an aggro start, but I think it's still reasonable. I have all my colors. I have a good amount of. I have 3 lands in hand. I think all of that means that I like this. Okay. No way to trigger the menace right now. Okay. Raid. I always forget to cast my spell before I cast the saga. It always takes so long for the saga of its scroll to. Oh, perfect. I don't want to run into what do you call it? A card that sacks for value, so I'm gonna wait till next turn. Okay, so he has it, so I'm glad that I didn't Flame Blast Bolt into that. It's weird that he's trying to save 1 life. I mean, maybe he's short on land drops, and that's why he's going so aggro right now. Or, like, chump blocking this early. I guess if he had no other play. Alright. Nice. I think I just go ahead and blow this and get in for 6 damage. I'll go ahead and pull up another swamp out of my deck. Let's see if he has removal. Looks like there's a stop on his end. Swamp. Yep, so he has 1 removal spell, sure. This card is a Murder with Exile against my deck. I have nothing that costs more than 2 mana. So it's a good card against me, but it costs 2 mana, so. Okay, let's see if he has a stop. Yeah, if he's holding up mana, I'm not gonna blow my removal on that. Alright, but I will start by doing this to see if I can draw something to give my Blast Runner Menace. I think I want to play the Batter Fist this turn, and then, so let me play a land first. I'll play a Batter Fist this turn, and next turn I'll Impulse again. Okay. So that's a good sign that he doesn't have anything to bring it back. Oh, he kept the mana to bring back the other persistent skeleton. So as soon as he uses that, as soon as he plays that and for sure taps out, then I'll go ahead and kill his skeleton. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and kill this one. Start clearing them off the board. This is nice because if I keep them down to only 1 blocker, my menace creatures can still get in. So I'll probably equip up the Batter Fist to my menace creature rather than give them a chance to. Oh, I forgot that this was going to be in play. Okay, so he so far doesn't have the creatures for that. Okay, I gotta play this turn anyways, so let's go ahead and see what we draw. I mean, I have to play it if I want to use it. Okay, so I think I give my Blast Runner Menace. The only issue is I can't attack with my 2/2 this turn, or if I can't get rid of the Undying Creature. So yeah. So let's, or this creature that keeps coming back. So let's go ahead and get another swamp out of the deck. Give my guy Menace. Let's Voltaic Surge the Road Captain. Submit 0. Okay, so he does have. Okay. I don't think there was any way of getting around it. I can't let him block with these creatures this turn. And unfortunately, I cannot move my Batter Fist over. Well, I've turned into. I said I was going to be more controlling. Oh, dang it! It's unfortunate that he hit with just that last card. I'm surprised that he kept them in. Well, that was a great draw. Yes. I'm going to synthesize her first. And, oh, these get around his duresses, which is nice, too. Okay. I think I go ahead and sack my Batter Fist rather than my synthesizer. I think the 2/2 is more valuable in the future. And it's nice because it can attack this turn. Okay. Sure, I'll just show it, just in case he has something at instant speed. Sure. Okay, let's see if he can... I want to get the Batter Fist in play anyways, so I'm not going to Flame Blast Bolt when he brings it back. I think it's more valuable to get in a creature. And same plan next turn. I'm going to sack the Synthesizer. Yeah, he sees the writing on the wall. All right. Well, that worked out, and I didn't really have to draw. I mean, I guess I drew a couple impulses, so that maybe is. So let's see. Don't want to overdo it on removal, I realize, so let me see if I want to bring back anything. Because he has the things that can sack. So if I can bring in threats, he might start having to like chump block and just to prevent damage. So maybe I want another Flame Breather instead of something. But I think I'm scared of the other creatures rather than the skeletons, like getting value with the skeletons. And if he's having to sack in response to my removal spell, it's not that bad for me because he's wasting 2 cards for my 1 card, and and then he's drawing 2. So overall, he is. I waste 1 card. He comes back to card neutral. With that interaction, although, that's not counting in how much mana I spent, much less mana than probably he did. So I think I keep it the same. I could see an argument for cutting 1 Lightning Strike, but now that I'm on the draw, I think just more removal, so I can get to my impulses and my synthesizers have a better chance of that. So yeah, I think I keep it the same. It's an exciting match to start the first game. It's been a while since we did a standard Pauper tournament. Let me clear off his response. All right. He elected to go first. This is a good hand. I got 2 synthesizers. Just got to dodge his duresses. But yeah, and then I have an impulse in my hand too. I really like this hand. And then this gaining a couple life. Now if he duresses it, that would put me in a bind. Do I just remove that creature? Keep a Reckoner raid. Do I remove it? I could also fetch right now for a mountain, then remove it. You know what? I don't want to play around. I think, like I said, in this hand, I just really want to grind him out. So I think being patient here. I mean, not the opposite of that. Being not patient. Let's go ahead and get rid of my Outlook. Okay. So since I'm making a land drop this turn, I don't want to impulse this turn. Next turn, if I don't draw a mountain, I will synthesizer. If I do draw a mountain, I will synthesizer. If I don't, then I won't. I guess Duress is a reasonable card against my deck. I didn't think it was. So he took my best play, so that was smart of him. Okay, let's get rid of this. All right. Against his 1/1s, Yeah, but it's too likely that I'm going to draw another mountain, another red card, where tapping out of my mountain is probably not that good. No blocks. It's interesting that he kept it back, because this is coming into play, so I can move it around. Okay. Yeah, so like last turn, if I Synthesizer, I would have hit the Goblin Blast Runner. And then, again, this turn, I can start attacking in. Do I want to do that? Because then I don't have a blocker. I do have a blocker. So I can move this over onto my Menace creature, and then I would have this 1/2 as a blocker. So, yeah, I think I like that. And again, I'm just holding off my Synthesizers. It stinks if he's going to Duress me eventually, and so I'm giving him time to draw another Duress. But I think developing my board is a better plan than trying to hit with the Synthesizer. Eventually, I'll draw a land. Yeah, and so even playing the Synthesizer that turn wouldn't have gotten them both out of my hand. Yeah, so now... So last turn I could have Synthesized into a mountain, which is unfortunate that I didn't get that, but sure. Okay. So if he double blocks, then I'll trade both of them for that. I don't want to trade my Blast Runner, so I'm okay with this trade and that trade. So I'll attack in. And then the Goblin Blast Runner just blocks his attacks, so that's nice. Sure. One issue with this attack is and then now, next turn, this guy is going to have Menace, so I'm going to buff him up right now because I'm not getting attacked. Because I'm sacking my Synthesizer most likely next turn. So I'm now avoiding his Duress, even though he had two really good Duress hits with my Reckless Impulse and my Synthesizer. Okay. So I think I do this turn. So then my Blast Runner can get in. Oh no, I don't like that his skeleton potentially can block my guys. Well, let's do this. I can hold back one turn. Again, I think I overall have more card advantage than him. So, so if I attack my Blast Runner. You know what I could have done is I could have just not used the land off of the Synthesizer. Let's get another swamp. Okay. So what I'm thinking here is it worth the trade of my Goblin Blast Runner for his Captain? My Blast Runner in the future likely won't have Menace. Sure, I'll trade it off. And this also wastes his mana. So like if he had the, I guess he wouldn't have cast it that turn. So we'd kept it right now. So now I can get in for free. I don't have to worry about it. Obviously, I can't equip up yet. And the guy having Vigilance is also nice. Okay, let's see if he has the card to bring it back. So I think he would have sacked it there. So that means that I'm probably free and clear to. Or let me just do this first. I shouldn't have played the land first. I should have done this. Sweet. Okay. So if he brings it back, I'm going to Flame Blast Bolt it. Let's see. Control. Okay, so resolve it, and then. So my thinking here is he doesn't have the sack spell in hand because he would have when he blocked he would have sacked it because he still would have had mana up to bring it back. So that was my and I'm getting very, very close to lethal here. This is looking really good for me. All right, so he's gonna have to spend his removals. All right, so he's on a virtual 4 life, and I'm gonna have 2/2/2s. Unfortunately, this one is not gonna attack next turn. Yeah, I think I just blow them.
So next turn I don't have lethal because this doesn't have haste, and then drawing a removal spell means that my menace creature next turn will likely be able to connect. GG's.